my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back as we take the opportunity to sink our teeth into AFCON 2015 with this incredible man.
How you doing, brother?
Good on you, man. You were so good right from the beginning of that search, dude.
So cheesy.
But you've set the bar pretty high, man. But we know you love your sport, that you are very active yourself.
Oh, yeah, man.
And of course, AFCON's now reaching the business end, undoubtedly. We know pretty much who is going through, bar Mali and Guinea, who will be decided by a draw or a flipping of a coin later today.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It makes no sense.
I've never heard of this sort of situation before.
Yeah, since we're the two teams in Group D are completely equal in all respects, and now they've got to find a way. I say either a penalty shootout or take a look at the rate of scoring. So who scored their goals faster, that might be a fairer way of
An
deciding.
arm wrestle, anything competitive, you know? But let's see who's going through and qualified top of their group. So we've got Congo qualifying top of Group A, no big surprise. The Equatorial Guinea, I think, will be very impressed with their showing here, obviously on home soil. Tunisia, they've been strong right from the beginning. Democratic Republic of Congo, likewise. Then you've got Ghana topping Group C, miraculously. How they managed to turn that round on the night when they really didn't look like they were going through. We've got Algeria, undoubtedly my favourites for the tournament. They've got the credentials here. And then Ivory Coast, I think they're going to be their stiffest opposition. And then, of course, we're looking for that final spot with Guinea and Mali. So it's going to be an interesting day, but it really has been a bit of a topsy-turvy.
Indeed, I think something that not everyone expected, but and also a very interesting fact that Congo and Ghana were the only two sides to finish with 2 victories in the end of their group stages, and Congo topped Group 7, well, Group A, with 7 points, which is the most of any other team in any other of the group stages as well. So they're proving to be quite a threat. I mean, they've taken all the goals.
Exactly.
Looking good.
So, how do we feel, man? Are you as betrayed as the rest of us?
I mean, it's a pity for our boys, but then we forget we were in the group of death.
100%.
We were in the group of death. They're playing against like the best team in Africa. You know what I mean? So it's very tough.
But that being said, we were performing against these top sides. I mean, even Algeria, we had the better of for 50, 55 minutes of that game.
We had a chance to go 2-0 up in that game with the penalty.
Let's quickly take a look at the quarterfinal fixtures as they line up right now. We've got Congo taking on the DRC, Tunisia against Equatorial Guinea. Ghana will obviously be the decider of who qualifies through from Group D, and then Ivory Coast taking on Algeria. Oh my goodness! That's more like a final fixture for me.
That's a bit of a decider right there, but I think what it does bode well for either one of those teams, it's going to force them to hit their straps now, peak at the right time going into that semi-final. So it's going to be very exciting.
Am I the only one who notices is that we don't always see a lot of goals in AFCON? I feel like everyone's too scared to lose, so they do enough just to, get through. Am I right?
I think that would be the best strategy. Go out there, win your first game, and you are probably going to sail all the way through.
But also, is the problem perhaps that we don't produce in Africa as such as a continent? We don't produce world-class strikers that can get in front of the, get into the 16 box and then just murk a ball into the top corner.
I think that is a thing, but at the same time, it's also a mindset thing. Because they go and play in Europe and they go and kill it.
Yeah, or something, right?
And they come back here and then it's just like...
I think that's where South Africa, as much as we want to send kudos to Shakes Mashaba for backing his young team, for growing them, obviously they have their sights set on the next World Cup, we understand that, but maybe there were a couple of international players, maybe a couple of finishers like Bernard Parker that needed a bit more time on the pitch.
Well, we shall henceforth refer to Bafana as a bunch of... Learners. You decide. Right now, though, let's take a look at the early morning headlines with leigh-anne.